Hey everybody, how are y'all today? I am preparing my journal. I'm getting ready to make a journal with all my Stampin' Up! Products. I've gotten some things prepared and measurements for you so we can hold on just a second. I'm trying to get on here where I can see to make sure I am in frame. Okay, I am. Alright, here's what we're doing. I'm making a little journal. It's probably going to be, it's going to be a lot of floraling, like a country floral, or I don't know what you want to call it, but I am using the Pressed Petals Designer Series paper by Stampin' Up! Let's see, make sure Pressed Petals. Isn't that beautiful? I have 2 whole brand new stacks of this and plus a half one or something like that left because I really loved this collection. So what I did is I took out a piece of this was, tells you what the paper is. I just took it and I cut it down to 8 and let me look at it. Let's 4.5 by 8 1/4. And then I scored it in the middle to fold it up. And this is kind of like a travel size journal. And so what I started doing is I already have my coffee papers dyed. You could dye your Whisper White cardstock, but I didn't want it to get too thick. But I am going to add some cardstock pieces to mine, but just not all of it cardstock because it'll make it too thick. But I'm going to show you because I only have a few minutes before my hubby comes in. So I want to show you real quick. I have the cover that I'm going to paper somehow, or unless I have a pretty piece of fabric that's non-issue to cover it. But I think I'm going to do it with this paper collection because it is so pretty. But I cut it down, I have it scored. And then now for the inside sheets, I did a little different measurement. I wanted them to 1/4 inch smaller. So I cut those at 4 1/4 by 8. And so and then I just go ahead and right now how I start out is I start gathering my papers and putting them in order like I want them. And but these few that I did gather, I kind of went ahead and already cut to size to just kind of show you. But what I normally do is I just start gathering. This is my coffee dyed paper, and you see it's a little smaller all the way around because, as it gets fuller, I just don't want the pages sticking out or whatever. So I did the coffee dyed paper, and then they don't have to be the same size. I have some that were already cut this size from previous projects. So I just folded that in half. And see, it's a lot smaller, and I'm going to just set it in the center. So when you open your book, you'll have a full size. Then you'll have this pretty paper, and then you can open it and so forth. And I did that to some of the coffee dyed paper too that I had already used. So they don't have to all be the same height, but are the width. But I don't want them to go no further than 4 1/4. I don't want the inside pages to go past 4 1/4, but they can be shorter is what I'm saying. Y'all, I hope I'm making sense. So I went ahead and I did that. I got my coffee dyed, I did my designer paper, another coffee dyed, and another designer paper. And then this is a piece of the cardstock that's coffee dyed. And then I went ahead and did another coffee dyed on just this is regular typing paper. And then I have this long piece right here. I cut it down to the height it needed to be, but then the width, I went ahead and I folded it, and then it was too wide. So I just took and folded this back to make it right, and then this back. So this would be a cute little page. When you get to it, you can fold out like that. Or you can glue the edges down right here and make that a little pocket. And then you open it up and you just keep adding your papers to it. I may even add like a little strip like this to the center, or I mean keep on adding like that. But I have several. Let's see. Let me get some coffee dyed paper. I always have a stack of coffee dyed papers. And I also do the loose leaf, line paper. And you see when you dye it, sometimes that line smears. That's fine with me. And if you want the lines going the right way, how I do it is I fold. You don't want it to be over, let's see, what did I say, 4 1/4, right? When you fold it in half like this, it is going to be not as wide, is it? Yeah, it's going to be right. It's going to be 4 inches wide. I'll get my measurements down, you guys. Let's see. It's supposed to be 4 1/4, the inside sheets, but this one's 4, and that's fine with me. And then what I'll do is I'll cut it down to 8 1/4. Let me get my trimmer. And see, I don't do it as I go. I try to do it afterwards I go and just start cutting them all. But as on this video, I'm just going to kind of show you how I do it. And I like to leave the holes. That's fine to leave there to me. I think that's okay. And if you don't want to fold it long ways this way, let me show you. You can take it and fold it like this. But the only thing about that is your lines, which is fine again, will be going this way, up and down. And that's usually how mine end up in my bigger journals. So this time I wanted to kind of do like this. And I'm going to cut it down to 8. Isn't that what I said for the inside pages? Yes. Alright. And then I'm going to keep this because I'm going to use, I'll just set that stuff there because I will use it in a little while. So see, now you have this, and then you'll open it up and you'll have your line paper. And if you want to turn it upside down, you can, but I'm going to go this traditional way. Like that. Okay, and another good thing about this is you can make little cards and add in this too. Let me see if I have, let me look and see what I got in here. Grab something real quick. I'm trying to see if I have something made with that paper, but I don't. I have used it all. Okay, here's a card. Let me show you. This is a set that you can still purchase too, this stamp set. So like you can take your regular size card. I have nothing in the inside. If you want to add this to the center to it, you can. You can add your card. It might be a little, no, it's not wide, too wide. But you know, you can flip through your pages and then you have this card in there. I like that idea too. And I probably, let me see how wide that is. It is 4 1/4. It is exact 4 1/4. Okay, so that's fine. So you just keep getting all your sheets together like that. So like I think I'm gonna leave that in there because the colors. Where's that paper at? It just kind of goes good with the floral theme. So I'm actually going to leave this little card in there. And I will add this envelope. You can add it in here too, your envelopes. So, but I'm not going to add it right here. So, all right, we have that added. Now I want to put another piece of the designer series paper. So let me pick out one. Here is a pretty one right here. So we're gonna put this, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna cut it down. This is the other side. So we're gonna cut it down to 8. And then fold it like this. I know it's 12, so I can just score it at 6 and then fold it where it'd be easier. And I know my, let's see, because the paper's thick, it don't tend to, all right, there we go. I don't want it to show this or this. But you see how it is, so it should be 6 inches wide. Well, y'all know it is only 4 1/4 wide. So I'm going to take and score at 4 1/4. And then you can take these and turn them over. Either way you want to. You can have it turn this way and we open it. And if you don't want this side to have that on there, you don't have to, but I'm going to leave mine on there. So, I guess it didn't score. Let me put it back in here and rescore. Alright, that time it did. And I scored it a little too hard and tore this paper, but I'm okay with that because I will come along and it's just a little fold mark in there. I'll come along and patch it with like just, you know, with another little sheet of paper or something. I'll figure that out later. And I'll put that, so that one's going to be added to our book. We can add it this way, or I can make it turn this way. I think I want to do it this way. So you just keep adding and getting all your pages together. And once you have all your pages together, then I will begin to start sewing on my pages. I do a lot of sewing in mine, and then I will get back to you after I do my sewing. Well, I may have to do some sewing on screen. We'll just have to see, because some things I will sew on. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do that. I'm trying to see if I got any comments. Hey, Miss Lynn, how are you doing? So, I'm going to add enough to make, you don't want to get it too thick, but I don't want it too thin either. And I may have to cut down these pages to 4 inches. I might have to do that because this here is 4 1/2. Yeah, the cover is 4 1/2, but you see already the pages are wanting to stick out some. So I will go back and cut all of these down, to 4 inches. If I'm not mistaken, I did cut my beginning pages to 4, and I just wasn't. No, they're 4 1/4. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and cut all my pages to 4 inches and wide. When they're folded 4 inches wide, when they're unfolded out, they're going to be. It should measure. Actually, you're going to get an 8. So, in other words, for your pages, you need your square to be 8 by 8, and then fold it in half is what you're going to come up with. And once I get all of my pages together, I'm going to try to come back on and show you how I did some of the sewing on my pages and how I covered my cover. I'm going to put something over this for on my cover, and then sew it on and all that good stuff. But I am also going to put, I'm trying to think how many pages I'm going to put. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to count the card, 9, 10. So that's 10 on this side, and that's going to be 10 on that side. So we're already at 20. I think I want to do, if I do 30 pages, that will be 60 pages. I'm going to try to do mine 30 pages, 25 to 30 pages, and we'll see how that works. And also it's going to tell you, you can also add, if there is something that you like, for instance, out of your, like an old catalog, I'm sure you don't want to rip up a new catalog, but if it's a journal for inspiration out of from your Stampin' Up! Catalog, do that. If you like how that looks, just tear it out and add that to your page. I thought that, and like even this right here, I would so add that into my book, but I don't want to rip my book up right now. I'll have to get out some of my old books maybe, but like like this right here, it gives you ideas on how to use these products. I mean, if you need some inspiration, like have a book for inspiration to look through and journal and your ideas and all that, heck, tear this out and have it where it shows this in your journal. I don't see anything wrong with that. Some of your favorite things out here, because look how gorgeous these pictures are. I have been wanting to do that, but I hate to tear up my catalog. Maybe when it gets closer to the end of this catalog, when it starts to retire, this catalog, and we come out with a new one, I'll add some of my favorite projects in here, add to my journal, or just create me a new one when it's this catalog ends. So I thought that was a cool idea. So, you know, I think we get our Stampin' Success. I think they discontinued that. I'm not sure, but I think so. You can tear the pages out of that and like little articles you like, and tear that out and put in there in here. So, okay, that is all I have for you today. I will come back. I may come back later if I can work on this some more tonight. I will come back later live. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But I'm trying my best to stay consistent of sharing something with y'all. So y'all like and share and comment. That will help keep me inspired and boost my crafting mojo and get me to keep going, you know, not to just stop, and you know how I am. So, all right, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great day, and please leave me a comment and show me some love. Have a good day. Let's see if I can find finish. There we go. I always have trouble finding finish, you guys.